Look how wild this is. The fog is nuts.
To the latest on the wildfire out west.
Well, exactly what we were hoping would not happen. The fire has now jumped over Malibu Canyon Road and starting to fan out towards the west.
Been dead for years.
What up, dog?
See you, man. Good.
But you never
Let's talk about real foods.
Let's talk about real foods.
So I think one of the biggest things is regenerative farming, right? And it's what you're doing as a task, what you're doing as a mission for yourself as well, but also for others. What do you think is the most important thing about real foods, and what is the biggest battle?
I think the biggest battle is the lack of information and the lack of people understanding where food is actually coming from. So if you know my food is coming from this farmer is taking care of these animals, this is the quality of the animals, the health of the animals, and you know the entire process and how your food is actually getting to the store or getting to your plate, you have full transparency and control over everything. So you can be sure, okay, I trust this process, I trust this farm. They have practices that are making the world a better place. They are providing me nutrient dense, real, nourishing foods. And if you understand how it's getting to your plate, you have full transparency. So I really think the number one thing that people are missing is transparency in sourcing their foods. The closer that you can get to where your food is coming from and how your food is actually being created, how an animal product is being created or produce is farmed, the closer you can get to that, the closer you are to achieving good health.
Now, what do you think is preventing certain laws from going into place? What do you think is preventing us from getting to a point where regenerative agriculture is something that is publicly accepted and well known?
One of the really big pieces is subsidies for conventional farming. So the prices that we see at supermarkets could never be sustained without these subsidies. So these subsidies are for corn, for wheat, really low grade products that are coming out from these farms. And they also help with the use of synthetic fertilizers, the use of pesticides, all of these chemicals that are being put into these farms to grow things in ways that we never could in nature. So we're separating ourselves from nature. We're fully focused on the volume of output and not the quality. If you were to look at the volume and density of nutrients in food, you'd realize you technically need to eat less nutrient dense food than what we're outputting. When you look at subsidies of farms that are producing low quality foods versus small farms that are following regenerative practices, it's just a completely different scale of economics.
Anything to say?
Get your produce from your backyard, from the farmer's market. The nutrient density of this orange versus a conventionally grown orange are completely different. It's almost like this is a completely different food. It's an orange, and if you buy a conventionally grown orange, it's still an orange, but you're not eating the same thing. The nutrient density and the profile and composition of this orange are fundamentally different than a conventionally grown orange. Enjoy locally grown animal products and produce.
We got raw milk here, and what raw milk has done for this community as kind of like this staple of the holistic and health community. What a lot of people are referring to it as is real milk.
It's real milk. It just is milk.
Yeah.
If we were to go back even 50, 60 years, that's just what we were doing. We were just drinking milk straight from a cow. We had healthy farms that had healthy cows that were making healthy milk that was safe to drink.
What's up, guys? I just wanted to stop the video for a second to give Caleb and Breezy Hill Farms a little shout out. Caleb is starting a new regenerative farm, Breezy Hill Farm, that's going to help bring healthier foods to the community. I'm really excited to see how their story unfolds, and I think you guys should do the same. Follow Breezy Hills, drink real milk, eat real food, and let's get back to the video.
the introduction of massive scale farming. We brought farms closer to cities. We had sick cows. Of course, if you have a sick cow, that cow is going to make sick milk. And if you drink that, of course, you could get sick. Farmers taking care of their herd is one of the most important things. From those healthy cows, you're producing healthy milk that is safe to drink. And yeah, you're totally right. This entire concept of raw milk as a movement, it's saying we should be able to eat real foods. That's our right to eat food from nature as nature provides it to us. Why would we be told, no, you can't drink milk from a cow? This thing that is naturally occurring, it's not just about raw milk. It's about real food. It's about local farms. And it's about understanding what you're actually putting in your body. The conversation shouldn't be, oh, you have to be vegan and you have to eat just produce and vegetables and fruits, or you have to be carnivore. That's the wrong conversation to have. The conversation is we should be eating real food. We should be eating food from the earth as the earth provides it to us. We were born on this earth to eat food from the earth. Orange, baby.
Nutrient dense food, baby.
Straight from the tree.
But Yellowstone itself has a longer perspective. Ashes fertilize the soil, and fire opens it up to sunlight. As the forests regenerate, new life finds opportunity.
Sincerely, Brando.